All right, thank you guys for joining us today. We're going to do a meet and greet with some of our contract trainers here at San Diego Humane Society. These are the awesome folks who are teaching all of our dog training classes online using our using the Zoom platform. So let's get to know our trainers. Kelly, we're going to start with you. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Kelly Viscosi, and I'm a certified professional dog trainer, and I really enjoy working with dogs who are shy or fearful and helping them to learn that the world is not such a bad place. And I enjoy that a lot, and I also enjoy helping people to understand their dogs a bit better. Yeah. I really like working with the Zoom platform. Some of the things that are particularly neat is that I'm able to see the dog's behavior in the home in a different environment other than a classroom. So I could see it in the home or maybe even in the backyard. So that gives me a more well-rounded picture. So I'm really excited about this background.
Awesome, cool, thank you. Elisa.
Hi, my name is Elisa Rose. I am a certified professional dog trainer, and my specialty is working with anxious and reactive dogs, so dogs that like bark and lunge on leash.
Very cool. What have you been enjoying about the platforms?
I love the fact that people are able to create their own training space in their home. I like the fact that it's lower stress, lower distraction. I find that dogs and people are just able to focus a lot more and process the information better. I have just been finding that the training has actually been more effective. And then can I share a little bit about some things that I like to train?
Yeah, go for it.
So a couple of my favorite things to work on with dogs in these classes are foundation skills that create more of a connection between people and their dogs. So working with mat work exercises that create more focus and enthusiasm for learning, and heel work exercises that create more of a connection and calm behavior on leash.
Very cool. And that mat work, I think we're going to see something about that a little bit later. So very cool. It's neat to see how it can look after you've done quite a bit of work with it. Awesome. Jamie, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Jamie Bosey, and I'm a canine nosework instructor, certified pet dog trainer, and canine behavior consultant. I love everything to do with scent work. I'm loving the online Zoom classes because it's super convenient for the clients. All of the students can just send me videos, whenever it's convenient for them. And we'll review them and have a lot of fun going kind of back and forth, watching videos and discussing it. And it's just a lot of fun. It's more fun than I thought it would be. And it's that instant feedback you can get from the video. And it's really nice because I'm finding so many students, so many of us are visual learners, that it's great. Instead of me taking 15 to 20 minutes to explain something and demonstrate it, we can actually do a 30-second demo, video, and students are like, wow, it's just so much fun and much easier and faster.
Ah, I love it. That sounds super cool. All right, Stephanie.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Kennedy. I've been training for a while now, and I have a Karen Pryor training degree and also a degree in working with exotic animals. So I like working with multiple species of animals, not just dogs, even though they probably are one of my favorites. But I am really excited about doing the virtual training platform, especially because I can then introduce new skills to train your dogs that don't always work very well in a classroom setting. So I can train a little bit of some more fun things and keep you engaged and interactive. And it's really fun.
Very cool. So I see that you have your space all set up there. You're ready to go. Is this kind of how you'd recommend a student would set up the space? Any good tips for that?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're setting up your camera in a particular angle, then you can kind of get a view to prepare yourself before you go on to a session for training. And many different things you can use just around the house to help you set up good goals and guides of where you want to be when you're doing the practice with your dogs when you're in the sessions with our trainers. And there's many different, like I said, different household items you can use. I'll even use maybe a water bottle to help guide. Okay, don't step past this point because I'll be out of the video, or my dog will be out of the video. Maybe those summer tools that you have laying around. A pool noodle is a really great tool to use to kind of put down as a barrier. Now you can't see it, and I know where I can go, where I become invisible, or even a leash. Or a really great tip is also to put tape on the walls. So if you have some duct tape or painter's tape at home, you can put it in a spot that kind of lets you know, don't go past this area, because then the trainer won't see you. And when you're doing videos at home with your dogs, because we know you're all doing videos with your dogs at home, right? To show us your training sessions, just use your phone, and best to set it up in in a horizontal fashion so that you can get a clearer picture. We can see the whole environment around you while you're doing the training. And there's a lot more room to move back and forth in when you're using it in this direction. And you can use anything from a juice jug, an empty juice jug I put rocks in, and set your phone up just like so. And you can present it here on the ground if you're doing some floor work with your dogs, or you can even set it up same on a counter, and again, put something behind it so that it's a little adjusted. And if you are willing to kind of go on further, a tripod, really short tripod, is very easy. You can take it anywhere, take it outside, take it in any room of the house to kind of show how your training is going. And it can be very useful to get more success, I think, than even doing in a virtual physical classroom setting.
Awesome. Very cool. Thank you. So when we are home with our dogs, because a lot of us are now home with our dogs during the day, we're trying to work. Jamie, tell me about some stuff I can do to keep my dog busy and engaged and having fun and not making me crazy, because sometimes, as much as I love my pets, it's a little bit distracting having them there. How can I keep them happy during the day?
Well, what's really great about canine nose work or scent work is that it takes a very small space to yield really big results. So you can keep your dog busy with these box puzzles and these fun games. It starts very simply at first, and then we can graduate to more challenging stuff later, but super easy, 5 to 7 boxes, treats, and cardboard boxes. That's all you need. Anything around the house you can use.
Very cool. So I heard that you have a couple of video clips that you might be able to show us.
Very short, yep. A little 10-second intro on what you need and how to do it. Show you how to start. You're going to put 5 to 7 boxes out and a cookie in every box. That's it.
Cool. And then of course you grab your dog and let them go and check out those boxes and find all those treats, right?
Yeah, I can show you real quick. Here's a demo with the dog doing it. Yep. And here's a little dog. He's eating all the cookies out of the box.
Nice. Now this is Indy, right?
This is Indy, yep.
Now Indy's a pretty special scent work dog. What is his most recent title? He's the second mixed breed dog in the United States to earn the AKC Master Scent Work title. That is pretty, see, I think that's super cool. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so Elisa, when we're outside the house, how can we help our dogs be more successful and go ahead and just enjoy being out of the house and maybe interacting outside differently than they were prior to us all being socially distanced and isolated?
Yep. So my tip is related to walks and just slowing down your walk. So while it is really nice to do some heel work exercises with your dog to connect with them at certain moments, the majority of walks should actually be all about enrichment for your dog. So giving them the opportunity to explore and to process things. So my tip is just slow things down. So that might be just giving them an opportunity to see people walking by at a distance. It could be just giving them an opportunity to watch other dogs walking by. It's nice to kind of choose areas to walk in where maybe you do have a little bit more space to work with, where you can just kind of give your dog the ability to hang out a little bit. So a quiet park, where they can even just take in the wildlife, or different sounds, or maybe just a pretty view or a good scent. All right, so that's my tip. Slow it down. There's so much important information that your dog is going to take away from those outings if we're not just so focused on getting from point A to point B. And it's a really great way to bond with your dog and create a stronger connection with them.
Awesome. I love that. And what I like about doing these things at a distance is it's also really good for socialization. If you have a younger dog, you know, all the puppies that we have right now, it's harder being inside. So being able to go out, slow down the walk and watch things from a distance, get lots of reinforcement from that is super positive for them. Super, super cool. So let's go back inside. Kelly, how do I help my dog be successful while I'm working inside?
And I'm gonna put that down. And Lulu has done a little bit of this before, so she understands that when she sees this mat, good things will happen on it. If you are training a dog brand new to this, I would suggest using a leash, so you can clip your leash on. Okay. And then you want to give your dog just enough space to be on the mat and to turn around, but not so much space that they can go wandering off. So I'm just going to put my foot on this leash. She has about 2.5, possibly 3 feet of leash right there. Okay, and I'm going to start by rewarding her for being on this mat. I place the treats down on the mat directly. Just going to put one there. If she were a brand new dog, I'd put another one there, and if I put one more there.
I love how she goes right into that down.
She is in a nice down right now, so I'm going to reinforce that with another very tiny treat. These are my treats here, as you can see, very small bowl, okay, little tiny ones. These are pea size, and it's little bits of tuna fudge that I made for her, real simple recipe. Makes a nice moist treat that you don't have to go out to the pet store for.
And Kelly, you said you were going to link that recipe for us, right?
Get my laptop
Absolutely.
up, just as if I were doing some work. I have my pillows here. I'm going to kind of get my body into a nice relaxed position. And then as long as my dog is not staring at me for treats, I'm going to drop one very quietly in front of her. Not make a fuss out of her, nothing at all. As soon as her attention is off of me. And it looks like she is not looking at me anymore. So at this point, I can take a treat and put this right in between her 2 front feet. I have another treat in my hand there. So I'm going to go back to what I was doing. Maybe I was answering emails, getting some work done. Okay. And out of the corner of my eye, I kind of keep an eye on what she's doing. And as long as she's really not staring at me there, the treat.
Awesome.
And I go right back to what I.
So this is kind of how we would start building that settle on a mat behavior that we saw in Elisa's videos earlier, where they're kind of really quietly stationing or hanging out on a mat. And like Stephanie's dogs are doing as well. So I love that kind of first glance at how we build that behavior. Thank you for sharing that.
So cool.
I want to give you some information about how you can join our trainers for the classes that they're teaching. We've got a whole bunch of cool stuff going on, from basics to classes that teach some of these relaxing and calm behaviors, classes that work on more focused behaviors on walks, whether it's polite pooches or I think there's a really cool class coming up in May. Lisa, what's going to be happening in May?
We have a reactive dog class coming up, which I'm really excited about, because that is actually a really difficult class to do in person, because it would mean a lot of reactive dogs that bark and lunge at other dogs in a very close area, which is not ideal for reactive dogs. So by doing this class virtually, your dog can be in an environment where they feel calm, where they feel relaxed, where they're going to be most receptive to what you're teaching them. And then those behaviors will be much easier to generalize into real world challenges.
Yep, and I'm so excited about this. We've talked about offering classes like this for a while, but it's been such a problem of how can we do it in person? And silver linings, this whole situation, we now have a great way to offer this class to the folks and the families who need it. So we love this. So I'm right here on San Diego Humane Society's website. You'd go to Programs, Behavior and Training, and you'll find a whole list of the classes we have available. If there's an enroll button, that's what you click to join a class. You'll just create a profile and you're good to go. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you guys for joining me and for being my wonderful trainers. And we'll see you all again soon. See you online. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.